Senda Verde Animal Refuge was founded by Bolivian couple Vicky Ossio and Marcelo Levy in 2003. They started with one rescued capuchin monkey. Now, Senda Verde is home to more than 650 animals, including more than 150 monkeys and 400 neotropical birds. The facility has grown from just a few huts to a full-fledged rescue center, including a vast aviary, primate, Andean bear, and other mammal enclosures, reptile building, veterinary hospital, cafeteria and interpretive center, bungalows for guests and volunteers, and there's even a tree house. From the get-go, I was thrown into the daily chaos of this place. My education had definitely begun. You don't know where this one came from? You just found it?
No, we just know that the animals were escaped to us. And they called them, they said there is probably he ran away, and a family had it, and they gave it up. No, they call animals.
Even after a few conversations, I was so impressed by Vicky. She had instantly become one of my heroes and someone I still look up to this day. That evening, I was introduced to the Andean bears, Aruma, Tipnis, and Ahayu. I was especially moved by the story of Ahayu and the relationship that Vicky and Ahayu had.
Okay, so let's go and see if he's here, and I'll show you how to do it, okay?
This is Aruma. He is a speckled bear, and I'm going to feed him and coax him with peanuts while Vicky cleans out the cage.
Awesome.
Shit. I don't know. Come on. Come on. We're feeding a Roomba right now. He actually splits these open with his teeth and takes the little tiny nuts out. Is that yummy? Huh? You look like a sweet boy. A huge part of me wants to pet him. But I don't think you want to be pet. No, don't get too close.
Vamos, bebé, vamos.
No. I'm honestly speechless. I'm trying to understand. I think Vicky's my idol. I want to grow up to be just like her. It's amazing what they do here. She understands each animal, like each individual animal, as a personality instead of a species. And the way that these animals trust her is unbelievable.
Because he also lost.
Animal cruelty is a serious issue in Bolivia. Such is the case of Ahayu the bear and many other animals. Locals believe that there are spirits put here to protect the animals, and after watching Vicky work, that is exactly what she is.
And I will tell you the story of the third bear, Andean bear, that arrived at Senda Verde. We named him him Ahayu, and Ahayu means spirit. Ahayu was injured, very badly injured by a community in Tiraque in Cochabamba. They started throwing strong stones, of course, to his head, and he was so badly injured that at the moment he lost one of his eyes, the right eye. They fractured the zygomatic bone on the left side, and he was bleeding, but he was still fighting for his life. Luckily, an official from the municipality of that town saw that. So he ran to the police, he asked for the help of the police, and for 2 hours they tried to catch the bear, put it on a pickup truck, and drive him to Cochabamba. They drove him to Cochabamba. We went to the airport. We sent some volunteers from La Paz to do that. Went to the airport, sent that box to Cochabamba, and one day after that, Ahayu was arriving at the zoo in La Paz at midnight. We were there waiting for him. It was so sad. And there they are at midnight, opening the box to Ahayu and let him out, and hear that horrible screaming. It was a non-stop screaming. And I just couldn't believe that was an Andean bear, because I never heard them screaming. And he was in such pain. It was horrible. Such pain. All swollen and just screaming and screaming. Sorry. Poor animal. He really suffered a lot. And and he changed our lives. So at the end, a surgery was performed at the zoo with our doctors and the doctors at the zoo. And it was the first time that in Bolivia there was done a cataract surgery on a bear. So at the end, we forced him to eat, and we started treating him with strong pain relievers. And the day after we forced him food and started the treatment with strong pain relievers, that's the day he started eating. But he's doing great. He trusts us. He walks. We built a nice enclosure for him. We couldn't make a large enclosure like the others have. They have huge enclosures because he's blind. Functionally, he's blind. So, but now he basically knows his enclosure very well, and when he's going to tell us when to enlarge his area, and we will do that for him. I think that we are using the story of Ahayu to start to push, and we're pushing the authorities to approve a protection plan for the Andean bear in Bolivia. No, so that's what we're trying to do now. That suffering has to be used for a purpose. We need to use that, because otherwise, what is the purpose? I mean, it has to be. So I said that probably that's the purpose in life for Ahayu. He came here to help our country to approve that law. So we would love that law to be named after him as well. Yeah, Ahayu's law.
I spent some time at Senda Verde getting to know Vicky and Marcelo Marcelo, and they are probably hands down some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. Just the way they talk is with more passion than I think I've heard collectively out of every single person I've met. The way they show the relationships between humans and animals and getting to know each animal as an individual, and that's why they give them each names, and they don't name them until they get to know them. And I think that's pretty amazing. This is so worth it. No matter what you do in life, no matter what choice you make, you're going to come through hard times, but it's got to be worth the reward. And this is so worth the reward. We saw the video of a Yuma tonight of him being captured. It makes me actually want to choke up when I talk about it. But in this video, he fights. And he's terrified, and he's just been blinded by rocks that he's just beaten with. And seeing that bear compared to the bear that you see in the enclosure today is heartbreaking. He's making his way back, but I understand now Vicky has been told by so many people that she should have just put him down, and she said if he's fighting that hard for his life, why wouldn't we? It's unbelievable.